a couple of times though, we do see, a Koshka or even, say, Castro being picked up. But for the side of Elite 8, they have been playing a lot of, say, Batiste, there you go. I actually forgot the name because Official High and even Anime Saved Me, Batiste is such a valuable roamer, or rather a pickup for them, because they can just flex it between both of these players.
I agree with you there that Baptiste in this case is still open to flex pick, but I think a lot of what we've seen today is that CP role for Baptiste, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets put in there. However, it might just be in terms of how they want to answer to the comp coming out from Eanix at the moment. So they did go for that Kestrel pick second, and we know this Lyra and Kestrel both being very good, but in terms of when I was saying Grace needs someone to complement her, I think it's also important that there's heroes that complement the Lyra and have good synergy with their playstyle. And I mean, not just like how Black Feather would say, you look pretty today, but Black Feather would be a good choice in that case. However, if they go for the Scarf instead, it could always be this jungle Scarf to get the levels up quicker, and you put the Weapon Power Kestrel in lane, no doubt.
Yep, it will definitely be that, I'm sure. And I'm quite liking the team comp coming up from the side of Eanix at this point in time. They are known to quite play this very aggressive, long poke, long range kind of team comp. So it is just down to how Elite 8 will respond. As long as Elite 8 can pick up a hero that can dive in really deep. But then there is always a consideration of that Lyra's Bright Bulwark as well. So that is something that Elite 8 has to put in mind, keep in mind when picking out the last hero. The last hero could actually they could just go for that Celeste, just try to outrange, outpoke that Castrol, and even that of, say, Scarf, with that Batiste being in the roamer role. That will work as well, because they are going to go for that glaive. Like I said, they need someone that can be in the front line, that can be, be the initiator. But then glaive, a roam glaive, I'm not sure how a roam glaive will do into that of a roam Lyra, only because, then again, I might take it back again, because it might be a roam Batiste as well. It is just down to which player is playing on which hero. But then again, there is a Lyra that the side of Elite 8 has to consider, and Bright Bulwark is always a thing. And whether or not you can dive in deep and pick out one of the carries is, another subject altogether, because of how Bright Bulwark works.
I mean, if it goes in terms of engage, we've got quite a strong engage on the side of Elite 8, of course, with that afterburn on the glaive there, as well as some good CC to follow through with the Baptiste. And they really can go either way with that glaive and that Baptiste, as you say, as to which one they want to put on the roam in this current situation. So with that, I mean, I am liking the lineup from the side of Eanix, from the side of Elite 8 here. However, Eanix, if they're able to play it well and not get caught out of position in this case, because you have to be so careful, especially for Scarf, I think it's just about Lyra trying to keep him safe as well is going to help into that. Then maybe I would give it to Eanix in this situation.
And honestly, I'm quite surprised that the side of Elite 8 did not pick up the Catherine to complete the comp, only because you really need, I think, 6 reflex blocks or 5 reflex blocks to counter all of the CCs coming out from the side of Elite 8 if they do pick up the Catherine. So I'm quite surprised they didn't complete the comp with that Catherine being picked up. And I mean, Catherine does very well into a Lyra as well, especially into a Lyra, not only Lyra, but then Kestrel and even the Scarf as well. So it's a genuine surprise at the end of the day, but I'm still liking the team comp coming out from the side of Elite 8. Just that if the side of Eanix can play their team comp to the better extent, when they can just poke from afar and just slowly shred down the health of the side of Elite 8, then of course Eanix will have this. So I must agree with you. I will go for Eanix as well for this. So it's 100% on the desk. What about the casters? What do you guys think, Asurai and Minimita? Which team do you think will win this match?
I really like the CC that is coming out from Elite 8. I think the fact they've gone Crystal, Batiste and Bone Glaive is a really smart decision. If they'd have gone Crystal, Glaive and Bone Batiste, I wouldn't have liked them at all. So I do like the comp from Elite 8, but what do you think, Asurai?
Well, we did see last game that a poke comp can get immediately blown up, but then we'll just have to see. Maybe I'll actually go for the composition of Elite 8. I really like the Batiste Glaive combo. It's really one of my favorites during this day.
Yeah, we did see it in the last game, and it's so fun to play because you have two CC on official Hein, and you have one really important one on Glaive. So comboing those together, it's not that easy to do, but it's not the most difficult CC. For example, Kestrel has really hard CC to land, and it's really hard to chain CC with Kestrel because she gets the active camo stun whenever it's necessary for Kestrel to get an active camo stun. You generally don't get a stun when like on call. So for example, a Glaive afterburn, you can do it whenever you want, but Kestrel stun is more when the enemy makes it available for you. Who's going to steal the screen away? Lyra doesn't quite do that. Went to official Hein.
A little bit of show of power there for Elite 8. They were the ones who initiated. Although Eanix wanted to go for the steal, they didn't want to overcommit into that. So a little bit of safe plays for Eanix. Trophies can actually get caught here if there is a bit more range onto Anime Save Me. Will he go for it? He wants to! There it is. Can he get the pushback? Yes, he does. Onto the side. That's going to be the Ordain. Puts out the active camo. The damage onto Anime Save Me, but Trophies will go down. So there you have it. That's the start. That's the power of an early game Glaive.
Good afterburn. He used the speed boost from the afterburn. And Jaegers is going to fall. Actually, Live picked that one up. Good rotation up from Iron Green Die to get the Spitfire, get the Goop combo to make sure that even though Kestrel died, Jaegers did also die. And so the wave won't be pushed in and Kestrel won't lose that much.
Did he get
good steal?
Yeah, he did.
Anime Save Me took that treant away.
Disgusting.
We kind of needed it. He's going to get this mid treant now to get energy back. But it was Glaive, good afterburn. He used the speed boost because after you use your afterburn, you do get a speed boost, a movement speed. And so Glaive used that to get just barely behind.
The Ordain connecting onto Rubber Monkey. He's blowing up right now, but yeah, that axe, or they call it an axe? Yeah, that axe is just wrecking people.
Certainly, I was just camping in lane, watching the latest CS as I do far too often. It's just nice to see how they do. And Chuffy's going to try and steal some bats, but won't quite get it. Just going to make sure that Anime Save Me and official Hound don't take too much chunk away.
Can I ask? Anime Save Me had no vision on that Trent, right? So it was just pure instinct on how he got the last steal.
On the afterburn. Did he afterburn over the wall to get it? Is that what?
Yeah, he did it. Yeah. But I think he didn't have any vision.
No, he just went, I reckon now's a good time, and then stole it to the afterburn.
Yeah, so it was blind. That was awesome.
Yes. Often when you're over the wall trying to steal a treant, you can see the root animation, so you know when they've started attacking the tree. And then you've got to think how much damage do they do, and what time should I try and steal it. So it was almost entirely luck, but there's a little bit of skill to it. You'll see that some players still steal a lot more than others.
And here we go. It's going to be a little bit of aggression onto Rubber Monkey and a bit of damage, but he'll be good for a little bit. Here comes I Angry You Die, pushing in, puts down the Goop, but it will not connect onto anyone for the meantime. So E8 just trying to wait for their camps, and yeah, official Hein's going to go back, maybe buy an item first. What's he going to buy? I did not see actually. Oh yeah. There you go.
Nothing really important. Yeah, Anime Save Me is going to pick up that fountain. Rubber Monkey's still actually really low on gold. It's about, I think, 500 more before Rubber Monkey can actually pick up that fountain, whereas Anime Save Me has already picked it up. So this is a good time for Leon to fight. Can't quite stop the port home. Trophies is able to get towards Sorbet, and also he's got a reflex block because that's so important against the Glaive and the Batiste. Batiste forces you to build a reflex block really early on. Because if you get Ordained or if you get Afterburned, it's so important that you can block the stun. And so Trophies was able to port home and get that. I don't think Elite 8 are going to fight when they have Fountain and Rubber Monkey doesn't. I think it's likely it's going to back off. But there was minion candy from Glaive, so it's very likely they're going to push this wave in. Sure, Hein is level 6, Iron Gudai isn't. So this is definitely a good time for Elite 8 to fight with their 1k gold lead, really transferring into items really well at this point.
They're pushing it. They want to make a comfortable situation here for Eanix, but they have no more waves to work with. Although Anime Save Me gonna go against his own, I would say, correct decisioning and bait out a fight. Although official Hein backs off that Dragon's Breath with his own ultimate, using that nicely timed Pierce of Shade. Enemy saves me though. The front man for Elite 8 wants to go back in, pushes back Rubber Monkey. That's not what he wanted to do, but still, the damage is on Hun Jaegers. Goes in left, goes in right. Sting, or fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. And no kills just yet. Just a little bit of show of power from both of these teams.
Not yet. Glaive, with the first afterburn he did under turret, did punt a minion back as opposed to a hero, so that was not quite what he wanted. And the second afterburn getting Rubber Monkey, even though it was obviously not what Glaive intended, and even though Elite 8 didn't get a single good afterburn in that team fight, none of them died. So they didn't get outpoked by the Kesh and the Scarf. They managed to survive for long enough so that they just waited for the afterburn. And when the afterburn didn't come properly, they just went, okay, we'll just back off and not die. So it's really important that Elite 8 are able to back off from an unfavourable engage. They don't have to go in and go all in, as some teams with Glaive often do. They wait on their first afterburn, and as soon as they go for it, they're just like, right team, let's just go. Let's just dive in and kill them. But Elite 8 are much more calm, much more collected. So if the afterburn's good, then they'll use the Ordained and go in. If not, they could just fear some shade to make Eanix back off, and they could disengage really well.
Now Anime saved me. He wants to go aggressive. Rubber Monkey is right there. Stun, and he will immediately get punished. Ooh, the saving grace from that Fountain of Renewal, keeping him on from the brink of destruction. Official Hein trying to throw out some defensive bad mojos here, but they gotta be very careful because right now Rubber Monkey is putting out a lot of Imperial Sigils here just for the heals. Hun Jaegers onto the sideline with that Vox, but I don't know if he has enough damage yet though. He only has the Poison Shivd and Light Armor. Aside from that, no real completed items just yet.
Looks like he wants to go in.
Ooh, there's the Ordained. Nice two-man bad mojo. The timing, that was glorious, but the Fearsome Shade. If only he had damage, that would have been better. But now, Hun Jaegers was actually a little bit caught out. He's going to be backing away with the Sonic Zoom. Official Hein almost eating a Glimmer Shot. There's going to be the one-shot, one-kill. And Glimmer, another Anime Save Me will be saving, providing some blockage here for Official Hein, as it looks like Hun Jaegers will be backing up to the base, buying another item that's gonna be, him just gonna rotate for his comrades. And Official Hein, even though he's low on HP, he is not low on the damage, and that I think will end the fight. But wait, Enemy saved me. All right, never mind. He's just gonna look
just
for
gonna back off.
Yeah, it's just gonna back off.
No one's gonna go in now. They could try and take the offline, but everyone is up. On the side of Eanix, so I doubt Elite 8 are going to risk it. That was another good fight for Elite 8. They didn't lose too much. They were all quite low, but as you said, there was some lovely bad mojos from Official Hein, and there was also a fantastic Bright Bulwark from Rubber Monkey. He managed to cancel the Glaive afterburn, so that Glaive got stuck on the edge of the Bright Bulwark and couldn't complete that movement, which was really well played. And so Elite 8 going to try and push this turret, but there's nothing you can do against a Scarf and a Kestrel. That's a really strong turret siege comp, and Kestrel could be caught out here.
Jaegers. Ooh, Kestrel was caught out indeed. Hun Jaegers though, the goop has to back off. There's gonna be the one-shot, one-kill, but that was a little bit up to the lower side. If it was up above, would have killed Hun Jaegers. E8 survived with their lives, but Eanix gonna say no. For the meantime, there's gonna be the defensive bulwark official. Oh, but he was not blown up. They got actually I Angry You Die, and Elite 8 capitalizing, converging, and now they're gonna be pushing into the turret. They're looking for more. Does Anime Save Me have enough energy for another afterburner pick off here? I don't think he has, but at least they got the turret, they got the kill, and Elite 8 are scraping the bottom of the barrel, but they're getting some goodies with those pushes.
Yeah, to get the turret, and it was a good Ordained from Batista on Scarf, and immediately Fearsome Shade to push Scarf. And even though Scarf wanted to stay exactly where she was, Fearsome Shade pushing her into the Ordained wall, landing the stun, and then Anime Save Me could just come through the afterburn to make sure Scarf wasn't going anywhere. A good kill, and again, they only got one kill, but they pushed it into a turret. Kestrel couldn't defend, and now Elite 8 going to back off. So really good pressure from Elite 8. They know when they get a kill, They just don't just stop there. They try and get something from it. They either get some farm, get a turret, or get a gold mine, but they get something. And they could, again, everyone's ported home apart from Lyra from Eanix. So yeah, not going to look for the gold mine. They don't actually know where anyone is. They're just going to push the wave and wait for another good fight. Batista's got his Shatterglass and Clockwork now, so that's a good power spike for him. Same with Jaeger's having 2 items. And there's a Minion Candy and a Bulwark. Looks like Elite 8 could fight now. Bulwark's down. The minions are empowered.
Official Hein looking for that Ordain. He wants it. There it is. Connects onto the Kestrel. Can they find her through the active camo? I think the answer is a strong yes. And Lyra backing off. He's trying to run away. Official Hein into the side. Oh, there's going to be a connection with the bad mojo Ordain. It's going to be an ace here for Elite 8. Good start into our first game. 1-6. And Eanix. Oh my goodness. Did they get caught out?
They're in a little bit of trouble. Elite 8 just said, turret? What turret? I don't see a turret. I see kills. I see heroes. And Lyra actually with a scout trap managed to kill Batiste while he was trying to take the tree in. Oh, Official Hein. I think all of us would have tried to take that tree in to survive, but he should have just ported home. So that is some shutdown for Lyra. I'm sure that's not who Eanix wanted to get the kill. Well, I guess well played from Lyra. 50 gold on the scout trap was more than worth it in that occasion. And Eanix, they got a kill, so they're now just going to go straight for the gold mine. Look at that damage from the Kestrel and the Scarf. But Elite 8 are there. They're going to get
the fearless anime saved me. Omano, E-Mono, and 2v3, and they got the gold miner. Wow.
They did. Fox stole it away. Anime saved me going in for the kills on the enemy. That just left Jaegers free to steal the gold mine away. There was nothing Kestrel or Scarf can do to take a gold mine as long as Glaive is in the way. Obviously, Kestrel can basic attack past Glaive, but Glimmer Shots and Spitfires won't go through Glaive to hit the gold mine. So, well played from Anime Save Me to make sure Jaegers could secure the gold mine. And that was a good, almost a good turnaround from Eanix. They got 1 kill and went, yeah, we can get the gold mine, we can do it. But they didn't get vision on any members of Elite 8. And there's another Minion Candy on those lane minions. So Elite 8 look like they want to fight.
They want to fight indeed. Look at how fearless Anime Save Me is. The fearsome shade actually to push back Iron Redye to safety, but the pressure is on. Here it is, the last outer turret for Eanix, the choke turret, and now Eanix are playing onto the nice edge. Oh, Rubber Monkey, not enough, my friend. Jaegers hones you down with that one finalizing shot, and he goes down, even uses an ultimate to boot, and E8 will go for a Crystal Sentry.
Well, they got that choke point tier 3 turret, such an important turret for them to get, and then they get go one shot onto the Jaegers. It doesn't do much when you're weapon power, does much more when you're Crystal Power Kestrel. And this is Jaegers with that tier 1 defense was clearly enough to make it so that Kestrel really isn't that much of a problem. He's actually gone for a Solar Blade, Poison Shiv, Tyrant's Monocle, which we saw Breaking Point double Tyrants on Vox, on the old Vox. Now Poison Shiv has come through. We don't tend to see that many Tyrant's Monocles, but it does work well when you're ahead to get a critical hit chance. When you're ahead, it just does so much, and there's the Water Reds in.
And speaking of ahead, look at how E8 just going aggressive onto Eanix. Anime Save Me takes quite a bit of damage, but that's providing a little bit of opening here for the Vox to go aggressive. Official Hein has spot I Angry You Die. Oh, he still survives. Do they have the Lyra ultimate? It's still on cooldown, and that gave an opening here for E8 to not get punished, go for the 1-for-1 trades, and can they escape? Yes, they will. Oh man, if that passage was open, maybe it would have gone differently. Yeah.
Could have been a return ace for Eanix. It was a all-right engage from Elite 8. They could have, I'm sure they would have felt like they could have done a lot better. It was a good ball from Lyra to make sure Glaive couldn't afterburn at the exact point he wanted to. But even then, they could have all stuck together on Scarf, whereas Batiste tried to 1v1 Scarf. Truffy's almost in that position, but he'll be fine. And yes, Batiste, he did well, almost managed to 1v1 Scarf, but he had no bad mojos left. He'd lost his empowerment, and then was standing on top of a goop trying to cast a bad mojo, and Scarf was easily going to win that fight and could just back off a Sentry. That Sentry wasn't up at that point, but Scarf now could back up a Sentry. So I think Elite 8 aren't going to be too disappointed. They're still 8k gold ahead because they only traded over 1 kill. Really, that's all they lost. Fox picked up the kill. He didn't die himself. and so Elite 8 are going to look for another fight, and then just push for the win, or maybe get a kill or two and get the Kraken.
Maybe try to shift the lane equilibrium here. Push, and then Eanix would have to answer. Eanix will go for the respawn. Oh, can they get a catch? This is gonna be huge. Yes, they do. The recall was actually canceled here by Elite 8. They punish and they capitalize. What a smart move coming in from Elite 8.
Yeah, fantastic flare, and I guess he's going to try and 1v1 for Jaegers. I don't think Jaegers will be able to do it, and Lyra, you're not going to survive that. Any chance? No, again, use the passageway as soon as she dies. That's not available for another minute.
Oh, that's so bad.
Obviously, I don't think it was the wrong decision for Scarf to port in that bush. You generally think that's an alright bush to try and port home in, and Kestrel
yeah, for sure.
actually ported home just barely before Scarf. And obviously there was vision. Elite 8 knew that because they saw Scarf and they saw Scarf alone, so they could just dive in, get the kill, and it wasn't that poor from Eanix, but you should all try and port home at the same time. So if one port gets cancelled, they all get cancelled, and you can team fight. Because if Glaive had tried to stop both of them porting, they could have gone, okay, we'll just team fight you now. We've got a sentry with 3v3. We can try and win this. Whereas they got Kestrel ported home first, then it was Scarf. And so Scarf gets stopped, but Kestrel was already at home. So you're in a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, I think it was still a 50-50 chance. Like E8, just use a flare, hoping that there was someone in that rush, and then there was, so he capitalized really hard against Eanix there.
And they're going to try and push this turret. I think Scarf has fantastic Kraken damage, as does Trophy, so they're going to go for the fight.
And the fight has gone out indeed. Look at how low Scarf is. He has to back off as the Liner tries to heal himself away. Enemy Save Me cancelling the ultimate of I Angry You Die, and this Vayne once again will be popped. That's going to be game 1 for Elite 8. Great game for both of these teams.
Yeah, extremely well played by Elite 8. They knew that if they just let the Kraken push by himself, they wouldn't do enough. So they had to go for the team fight. Glaive with an afterburn. Batista the Ordained forced block from I Angry You Die. Once the block was down, he thought I Angry You Die might channel the ultimate, so he threw the Fearsome Shade. I Angry You Die waited for the Fearsome Shade to be down, then channeled Dragon's Breath, and Anime Sabi just came in. Afterburn, go back into your base. We're just going to stop you from ulting, and there was nothing that Trophies could do at that point. Only one kill actually on any.